Every electric camper van I've seen so far has been a joke. This one is the first that actually makes sense. Right, so what I've got in front of me here is something I genuinely didn't expect to see at this stage. A fully equipped, properly built, 100% electric camper van. Not a concept sketch. Not a render. A real vehicle, standing right in front of me, with a shower, a kitchen, a bed, and an electric motor under the hood. Now I have to be upfront with you, you cannot buy this. It's not for sale. It's a show car, a prototype, call it what you want. But what it represents is the single most important step forward I've seen in the electric leisure vehicle space. This is the Boersner Lineo C590. And I want to be precise about why this is different from everything else that's come before it, because the distinction matters. The battery sits at 68 kilowatt hours. Now, range is always going to be a contentious number with electric vehicles, especially something this size and this weight, and I fully expect some of you to come at me in the comments, and that's fine. But here's the rough working figure I use for a vehicle like this, approximately 3 kilometers per kilowatt hour. And I mean rough. Best case conditions, flat road, light load, wind in your favor. Take 68, multiply by 3, you're looking at somewhere around 200 kilometers of range. Roughly. Is 200 kilometers enough for a camper van? I'd argue yes, for most real-world use cases, absolutely. People don't drive camper vans like they're late for a flight. You drive to a location, you stop, you stay for a few days, you move on. The mileage patterns are completely different from a daily commuter car. 200 kilometers per charge fits that lifestyle far better than the critics will admit. Now this vehicle is also built on a 4x4 platform, which is worth noting. And this is the part one really want you to pay attention to. It looks exactly like a camper van. That sounds obvious, but it isn't, because everything else in the electric camper space I've seen looks like someone fitted a mattress into a car and called it a day. This is not that. You've got a fridge, a proper one. You've got a 2-burner hob running on gas, and before anyone says anything, that is the right call. Running an electric hob off your traction battery is one of the fastest ways to destroy your range. Gas is efficient, it's controllable, it costs very little, and it keeps your 200 kilometers intact. Smart engineering decision, not a compromise. Storage is properly thought out. Around the bed, under the bed, usable space, not token storage. The kind of layout that tells you the people who designed this have actually spent time in a camper van rather than just looking at photos of one. The bed itself is there and it works. Nothing to overthink. Now, the shower. This is the detail that separates this vehicle from every electric camper car that's come before it. A real shower. Enclosed with real headroom. Not a camping shower bag hanging off a door handle. An actual shower that you'd use every morning without thinking about it. And that matters more than any spec number, because a shower is what gives you true independence. With a shower, you don't need a campsite. You don't need facilities. You park where you want, you stay as long as you want, and you live comfortably. Without it, you're always tethered to infrastructure. This van cuts that tether. There are 2 domestic plug sockets inside, standard household sockets, the kind you'd find in your living room. Again, sounds simple, but this is the kind of detail that shows real understanding of how people actually live in these vehicles. You're not hunting for a USB port hidden behind a panel. You plug in your laptop, your phone, whatever you need, exactly where you'd expect to plug it in. Shore power is also supported, which means on a campsite with a hookup point, you plug the van in, charge the battery, run your appliances off external power. Standard camper van functionality, fully integrated into the electric architecture. Exactly as it should be. The floor is completely flat through the entire living area. Flat floor. The whole way back. If you've ever been in a camper van with an uneven floor or a wheel arch eating into your living space, you know exactly why this matters. A flat floor makes the space feel bigger, makes moving around easier, and makes the whole interior feel like a room rather than a repurposed cargo area. It's a detail that changes how you experience the space every single day. Walk in here without knowing anything about this vehicle and you would think, decent camper van, well equipped, well laid out. You would not think, electric prototype. There is nothing experimental or unfinished about the interior. It is complete. It functions. It's real. Coming around the outside, this is sitting on a Ford base. You can see that clearly from the rear. And it's got wool arch flares, which I genuinely wasn't expecting and which stopped me when I first saw it. Flares on a camper van. It adds a visual toughness to the vehicle, makes it look like something that belongs on an unmade road rather than a motor show carpet. It's a small thing, but small things matter when you're trying to communicate what a vehicle is about at a glance. Now here's the bigger picture, because I think this vehicle is a signal worth paying attention to. For years, the electric camper conversation has been full of what I'd call camper cars. Converted electric cars or small vans with a fold-out platform and a camping stove. I understand why they exist. They're easier to engineer, cheaper to produce, simpler to get approved. But they're not camper vans. No shower. Minimal storage. Nothing that gives you the genuine independence of a proper motorhome lifestyle. And for the people who've been waiting, and there are a lot of them, for electric mobility to actually meet camper van living, those vehicles have not been the answer. This is the answer. Or the clearest preview of it we've had yet. The label on the vehicle reads, Uncoflich's show car, literally, cannot be purchased, show car only. And yes, that's frustrating. Because if this were available right now, I genuinely believe there would be serious demand. The type of traveler who wants to move slowly, stop often, stay off-grid, cut fuel costs, and do all of that without giving up comfort. This is built for them. But manufacturers don't invest in show cars like this without intention. A vehicle this detailed, this finished, this thought through doesn't get built just to sit in a hall and get photographed. It gets built to test the market, to prove the engineering works, to show what's possible. And my expectation, based on what I'm looking at right now, is that something very close to this enters production within a couple of years. When that happens, it will shift the conversation around electric travel in a way that the camper car category never could. Because this is the real thing. Not a compromise, not a stepping stone, not a proof of concept that sacrifices half the features to hit a price point. A proper camper van with everything a proper camper van needs, running on electric power. Boersner have done something genuinely significant here, and I think they deserve credit for it. This is the direction the industry needs to go, and now that we've seen it done properly, there's no excuse for anything less. It's not for sale yet. But it will be. And when it is, that's going to be a very interesting day.